Hello, darling.
Well, good morning, Brian. Where are we this morning?
We're on the beach.
We're on Dongtan Beach.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
in the little plaza here. There's a yoga class going on. There's people in the water already, people walking by. It's kind of fun.
It's a pretty nice spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Darlene, what would you like to speak on today?
I think I think what are the risks of moving somewhere
Like
to,
Thailand?
to a different country? Yeah.
Like Thailand?
Risk and reward.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reward or you wouldn't do it.
Right.
So what's the risk for us personally to move to Thailand? Why don't we just come here for 6 months and stay in Prince Edward Island for 6 months?
So, I think, first of all, we're both just thrilled that this opportunity is here, right? We're healthy enough to
Yep.
do it. We can afford to do it. And situationally, like, we don't have anybody we're responsible for, right?
No.
We don't have aging parents that we're caregivers for.
Right.
Grandkids are all doing good and on their own.
Yeah.
So nobody needs us for anything, right? Which and being healthy enough to do it is a big thing too.
That's a big
Right.
thing.
But I think the big thing is we were watching this show once. It was the guy from Dragon's Den,
Yes.
right? The wealthy barber. What was his name?
Yes. Don't remember.
David.
Carry on.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. He said like obsessing over things is not very fulfilling.
No.
And the most important things. I mean, this guy's like a multimillionaire. Right?
Yeah. So he's got
But
he's
he
got
said,
things.
but he said things don't
yeah.
matter to him. It's
No.
experiences. And we found as we kind of got rid of things, like
Yes.
our house, furniture,
Yes.
cars,
Yep.
RVs, like it gives you way more freedom. And we enjoy our life now much more.
Much more.
So there's that.
There's that.
What have you got?
Yeah. We could stay in Canada for 6 months and just come over here for the rest of the year, as we did when we traveled to Arizona.
Right.
But we figured this is the time to go all in, right?
Yeah, so a holiday versus moving somewhere
Yeah.
full time,
Yeah.
it's a totally different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So you come here for a month or two, you ride an elephant, you do the touristy stuff. You don't have to learn the language because you got a tour guide taking you around.
Yeah.
Like none of what's going on here politically means anything to you.
No.
When you decide you want to experience the Thai lifestyle and Buddhism and make it your home,
Yeah.
that's a totally different commitment.
And that's what we want to do. We want to commit to,
Yeah.
to living here, not just visiting here.
Right. So,
So what's the risk to that? The really only risk is
right.
it might not work out as we planned. We might
Right.
not love it as much as we thought. So then what do you do?
What was our back plan? We always have a backup.
Yeah,
What was your backup?
you go home.
Yeah, well, we just figured we'll move home. We looked at some condos in Summerside that are
Yeah.
kind of affordable.
Lovely.
Yeah, you just move to Summerside, buy a condo, buy a car, buy some furniture, and go to Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's zero risk for us moving here.
Wait a minute. There is a risk. I think the risk would be to not do it.
Right.
To me, that would be the mistake, to not
Right.
try. There's no harm or shame in trying and having it not work out,
Right.
but give yourself a shot.
Oh, and Darlene's the smart one, right? Have we covered that before?
I think that's been established.
Yeah. Darlene's the smart one. When I retired, actually I got laid off. I was 59 and I came home and I said to Darlene, I got the garden. She goes, no, I want to sell the house. And I said, so the reason I went away and worked was so we would be able to live in the house, right?
Yes.
And we put all of our resources into that. Darlene said, it's the most important thing to you in your life, cutting the lawn once a week on an angle, right?
And you said.
And I said, yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I
And
want
at
to do.
the time, that was
No, but that's
legit.
all I want to do.
That was legit.
I want to fool around in the shop fixing lawnmowers.
You want to putter?
I
Yeah.
want to cut the lawn. I want to cut branches off trees,
Yeah.
and I want to have a couple beers.
And there's nothing wrong with that, and you would have been
Right.
probably quite happy doing that, right?
And you insisted that was a mistake, and I agreed.
I suggested.
No, you
Yeah.
insisted
Yeah. I just felt there was
that you
something more.
wanted something more out of your
There was
retirement.
something more.
You
Yeah.
said and anyways, you were right,
Yeah.
and I didn't see it at the time.
Right.
But you were actually saying life should be a collection of experiences, not a collection of things.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled that we did that, and I was glad that you had the clarity to see that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that you bullied me a little bit.
Yeah. I did.
You did. You used your outdoor
We
voice.
usually come to different conclusions at different times. Sometimes we'll come to the same conclusion at the same time, but luckily, one of us always has an idea that works out.
I have some good ones.
You have great ideas.
Thailand was my idea,
Yeah.
primarily me
Yeah.
and Chatty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess all we're saying is that if you can do something like this, right? We think it's the most exciting thing we've ever done.
Give yourself,
and we just feel,
yeah,
we feel blessed
we
that
do.
we're in a position to do this.
Give yourself permission to,
Right.
I hate to think outside the box, but
Right.
to think outside what your normal
Right.
is, take a chance.
But it's not a competition. It's not like we're going to do this video and say, well, I guess we were right, because we want to do this. That's not true. There's no right and wrong.
If this was our last day in Thailand right now, this morning, it would have been the most wonderful experience of my life. How about you?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And we knew, not instantly. Okay, we were only here 4 days.
It wasn't too long.
And we automatically, so we're cheap, right?
Cheap Charlies.
Our agent, so we hired an agent. We didn't have a clue what to do. We've been here 4 days, and he said, if you want to move here, it's going to cost you $4,000 Canadian today. And we gave him the $4,000.
We did.
Right? We knew he was reputable because his business card was, remember Better Call Saul, the show Better Call Saul? It said Better Call Singh, Mr. Singh, right?
No.
You know, so you knew he was legit.
He is. He's a good guy.
And he did a great job for us.
He's a fantastic agent.
But I guess that's where we're coming from, is that we just, so I mean, like I said, there's no such thing as the wrong thing to do. What I wanted to do was just work on the house, right, and just put in a garden and go for a walk, and that's all I wanted out of retirement. A friend of mine out in Alberta, that's all he does. So when I talk to him, I go, "What's going on?" Digging up the back of the house, right? Got some roots.
Always something to do.
Got some roots growing up against the back, and he's working as a maintenance man to make sure his house is okay, and that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And when I talk to him, he has no desire to go anywhere or do anything, right? I'm glad that I didn't do that, and I'm glad you bullied me.
I had to get a little rough.
So anyways, I guess...
so risk versus reward.
Yeah, there's
really no risk.
There's no risk.
For us, there's no risk.
We always have a backup plan.
Yeah.
Right? So our backup plan in coming to Thailand was, if we got here and decided that we just hated it or we were miserable...
You change your ticket.
Or you just cancel we didn't even have cancellation on it.
No.
You just book 2 flights and go home.
Yeah.
Like, simple. Yeah. Get a cab home from the airport. 2 days later, you're at home.
Yeah.
And the risk in coming here, we almost had decided not to travel anymore and to move to Summerside and buy a condo.
Yes.
Right? And we had already bought a car.
We did.
Right?
Yeah.
And we had to cancel the car when we realized that just wasn't going to happen. So that plan is still in the works.
Yeah.
But I want to die here.
It's a backup plan.
Not next year, right?
Not
but I mean, I could move here and live out my days here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. For sure. So, no risk, huge reward for us.
Yeah, it's worth the risk.
We love Thailand.
We do. Thanks, sir. Maybe you should come over here. Some people are coming over to visit us.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah?
Yeah, can't wait. Okay, bye now.
Bye now.